Hello everybody, and today is still May 29th, 2008, and welcome to Enjoy the Movies, where I now put in my 2 cents about movies. Now, this particular episode, I'm going to talk about some of the comedies that I watched, and for the most part, I need to catch up, so this is why I'm doing all of these all at once, all in one day. So, 3 movies I want to talk about this particular episode: Martian Child, Meet the Spartans, and MadeOfHonor. So, let's just dive right in and start with Martian Child. This is a movie came out, I believe, last year on DVD, and it stars John Cusack, Amanda Peet, so a lot of big name actors, and a young boy. We don't really know who he is. His name is Bobby Coleman, but I've never really seen him act in anything before. And the premise behind this movie is supposed to be a family movie about a young child who is going to get adopted by this writer, played by John Cusack, and he ends up meeting this kid, and this kid is pretty much convinced that he's a Martian, and he has strange behaviorisms and stuff like that. Now, when I watched this movie, it had a reminiscent feeling of About a Boy and K-Pax. So if you kind of like mix them together, that's pretty much what you get in this movie. Overall, I thought Martian Child was a very good movie. It's very well done, great acting, great story. Problem was, it wasn't that funny. So if you want to watch it as a drama movie, I thought it was very well done. It's very good. If you want to watch it as a comedy, it's not that funny. So I'd probably say you're probably better off getting something else. But overall, Martian Child, pretty good. Has kind of a cliche ending, but it is only rated PG, so you can't really do too much there. It's just going to be a nice family movie. So definitely recommend. Definitely recommend. Next movie I want to talk about is Meet the Spartans. Now, I watched this a couple times only because I had to show other people how ridiculous it was. Now, for those of you who haven't seen 300, you can't really watch this and find it funny unless you watch 300 first. So definitely worth watching 300 first. 300 is a great movie. Anyway, I digress. Meet the Spartans is a parody movie done for, at 300 basically. And let me just say, you don't watch this movie for it to be good, because you know it's going to be utterly terrible. And I watched it a couple times. It's utterly terrible, but there's a lot of hilarious, funny parts to it. Make fun a lot about 300. If you watch a lot of movies, you'll have fun trying to pick out all the movies that they try to put in there. Now, honestly, for one of those parody movies, this has been one of the better ones lately. Like, I haven't really seen one that made me laugh so much as this one, Meet the Spartans. Also, if you are a huge fan of drinking games, this was one of the better drinking games. Not saying that I play drinking games to a lot of movies, but this particular one, we looked up the drinking game rules, and the rules were like, every time somebody's kicked into the pit of death. If you ever saw the trailer, well, there's more than just one person kicked into the pit of death. If you ever see product placement, you can pretty much drink, because there's so much product placement in this movie. There's no wonder why they made this movie, because it seems like every other company that's like a huge company put some sort of product advertisement in there, and they make fun of a lot of stuff. So what else? Every time you see a pixelated vagina, because even if you get the unrated version, you don't really see anything, but you see the pixelation, and that's utterly hilarious because you see it more than once. What else? Every time there's a homosexual reference, because they kind of play it off as like, Spartan guys in this Meet the Spartans movie are gay. So overall, I thought the movie itself was very enjoyable. So I even laughed the second time through. But obviously, it's not a very well done movie, and it's not original. But I mean, that's how parody movies go. So, but needless to say, for one of these parody movies, this is definitely one of the better ones. I would probably say it's a thumbs up for what it is. Definitely worth a watch. In the grand scheme of things, if you're looking for a good movie, don't watch it, because it's utterly terrible. But yeah. So Meet the Spartans, I actually liked it. I laughed. So if you're a fan of Snakes on a Plane, no, that's a really bad comparison. Let's not even go there. So Snakes on a Plane is totally different. But this is also different, but in a parody way. So I liked it. Don't shoot me. I know it's bad. But alright, so that's that. And let's see. Other another movie, Maid of Honor. Now, this movie did not come out on DVD yet. This one's still out in the main theater. But I ended up watching it because I had a friend that wanted to watch it, so I was like, okay, because at this point I really don't care about watching movies. I'll just watch whatever, and I'll still judge it for what it is. Now, let's see. Maid of Honor pretty much starts out with this guy who's very attractive, and he seems to, get all the women, so, he's apparently charming and all that fun stuff. Except for this one girl. And, it starts off in, like, college or whatever. And then jumps to, like, 10 years later. And he's best friends with that girl. But, he pretty much dates other girls. And then as it turns out, plot events happen. And he finds out he really loves her, blah, 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 blah. But then she ends up getting engaged to somebody else. And the premise of the whole movie is is her maid of honor. So, that's why it's called Maid of Honor. But maid is spelled M-A-D-E. For the movie title. Obviously, the Maid of Honor in real weddings, M-A-I-D. Anyway, so overall, this movie I thought was pretty well done, great acting. The only person I really knew in it was Patrick Dempsey, which played the main, the Maid of Honor. But I don't know. I felt like it was well done, except for the fact that it is definitely not original at all. It's very cliche, very predictable, and there weren't even that many laughs. There were a few laughs, but there was a lot of serious parts to this movie too. So, if you're really in the mood for that, I thought it was enjoyable. If you're probably a romantic comedy fan, or if you're a woman and you enjoy that sort of thing, any of the guys you'll probably go crazy out of your minds, and you probably won't care. But yeah, I'd probably say it's a mediocre movie. I'm not gonna give it thumbs down, but I'm not gonna give it thumbs up either. So it's pretty much. It's pretty much like a mediocre movie to me, because there's been so many things done of it similar to it all the time before. So, and that's that. But sorry I had to end on a sad note, but should have ended with like Meet the Spartans or something. But I saw this one most recently in the theater. So anyway, so that's that. So Martian Child, excellent movie, great movie. Meet the Spartans, I liked it. I would actually say thumbs up for that one, even though it's a bad movie. And then Maid of Honor, it's just kind of like whatever. So. Alright, anyway, hopefully that's good. I'm going to get some more movie reviews, and see you next episode. Okay, bye.